I'm so glad you're back. So first thing we're going to do is go over the Bible knowledge answers to the Bible knowledge sheet that you worked on at home last time. So hopefully you all have this sheet. If not, you can go over the questions with me and find the answer. We're going to talk about the answers. So the answer to the first question, who is the vine? Who is the vine? The vine is Jesus. Can you see it? The vine is Jesus. Who is the gardener? The gardener is God. Good job. What happens to the branches that bear no fruit? They are cut off and thrown into the fire. What happens to the branches that do bear good fruit? They're pruned. What does pruning do? It makes us stronger and bear more fruit. How can you grow and bear fruit? The only way, by staying part of the vine and being part of God's family. Does a bad tree grow good fruit? According to Matthew 7, no, it can't. How can you know if your friends will help you make good choices, good fruit? Well, they are part of the vine, and they are producing good fruit, then they can help you. And then the bottom line here says, choose a friend by his fruit, not by his suit. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to go to the New Testament, and we're going to look for 2 Corinthians. Where is that? Is it before the Gospels or after the Gospels? It's going to be after the Gospels. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Acts, and the letters to the Romans, and then we have 1 Corinthians and 2 Corinthians. So everybody find that. And you're going to keep going in 2 Corinthians until you get to chapter 6. So in chapter 6, we're going to read chapter 6. Now that's the big number. And we're going to go all the way down to verse 14. So everybody can find that at the same time. Okay. If you go ahead and pause the tape if you're not there, or the YouTube video if you're not there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read 3 verses, verses 14 through 16. Do not be yoked together with unbelievers. For what do righteousness and wickedness have in common? Or what fellowship can light have with darkness? What harmony is there between Christ and Belial? What does a believer have in common with an unbeliever? What agreement is there between the temple of God and the temple of idols? For we are the temple of the living God, as God has said, I will live with them and walk among them, and I will be their God, and they will be my people. So it says, do not be unequally yoked, or do not be yoked with unbelievers. What does that mean? What's a yoke? Is that little orange thing inside the egg? No, this is a yoke. Can you see it? What is that? Have you guys ever seen a yoke like that before? Okay, so we have a loop here and a loop there. So this is a yoke that you put on animals. What kind of animals? There were 2 of them. Wear a yoke like that. You know? Have you ever seen these kinds of animals? These are ox. They're not cows, they're ox. So what they do is they put a yoke like this on the ox, and the ox pull together. Okay? Now, are these ox the same size or different sizes? Pretty much the same size, right? They're almost exactly the same size. So they can pull together, and they both take half the load. But let's just say we have a wagon, and I didn't have any toy ox, but I have a horse. And I want this horse to pull this wagon, right? But I don't have a second horse. Instead, I have a pig. Are they going to be able to work together? We have a big horse and this little pig. Who's going to do most of the work? It's going to be the big horse. This horse and this pig are unequally yoked. This one is going to do the most work. And not only that, but they're not going to pull straight. They're going to pull in this direction because the bigger one is going to be pulling in this direction. So it'll turn the whole wagon this way. So is it helpful to be unequally yoked? No, it's not. It's not at all helpful. So we don't want to be unequally yoked. Well, how does that apply to you? Right? You don't usually get yoked together with somebody, and you don't usually pull a wagon. But you work together with people, and you do things together, and you have friendships, and you do fun things with them. So it depends. So if you depend on somebody as a friend, you need to be pulling the same direction, working for the same goal, or you're going to be unequally yoked. If we turn to 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and read verse 33, I'm going to go ahead and do that. It says, "Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. Come back to your senses as you ought and stop sinning." Oh, so that means if I'm working really hard and then I rely on somebody who is not working so hard, this is like bad company corrupting good character. So if I have a friend who likes to cuss, what is that going to do to me? That might make me want to cuss. If I have a friend who likes to watch bad TV shows, what is that going to do to me? It might make me want to watch bad TV shows. The Bible says, do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. So when you are choosing friends and you are making friendships, you want to choose someone who will help you follow the straight path instead of lead you off on a curvy path. So the last thing that we always have in this class is the Bible knowledge. So this is the Bible knowledge, and there's a link to it on the bottom of this page below the video that you can print out, and you can fill this out with your mom, okay, at the end of the class. And basically, it's a fill in the blank, and then I would like to see you draw what it means to be unequally yoked on this paper. All right? So the class is over, and we're going to end it with prayer. So if you would bow with me, that would be great. Let's bow. Dear precious God, thank you for this day. Thank you for the kids who tuned in, and thank you for their moms. Please be with us during this time when we're all at home and spending lots of time with our brothers and our sisters, and hopefully doing a lot of fun things and a lot of helpful things. And we thank you that we can come to you during this time in prayer. In Jesus' name we praise you. Amen. See you next time.